Well, let's see here. Well, that ain't gonna work. Glad I named this thing right. Let's adjust that and fire again. Watch out, bring me, baby. Well, there I am, crooked as can be. Hi folks, welcome to another episode of Real Country with Jeff and Mel. Let me walk on in here and mess this up good and proper. Oh, how y'all doing? It's been another crazy day around the farm. Of course, yesterday we had fertile signs to plant. No, excuse me, I'm wrong. Let me back up. 2 days ago, we had fertile signs to plant by going by the almanac and the signs, and of course I had everything in the world busting loose around the house and couldn't get a chance to get out here and plant anything. Ain't that the way it always is? And then today and yesterday they claim the signs are in Leo, which is a killing sign. So they don't plant nothing, not even seeds in the ground. So we're trying to go by. But today is a good day to do some weed eating, to do some tilling up the soil to get the garden ready to plant, and do some burning and clearing. So that's kind of what we're going to do around today. I've got a burn barrel going in the front yard, trying to clean up and get rid of some limbs that's down. And before it's over, I need to come back out here to my garden and start breaking up some more of the garden and try to have everything planted between now and Good Friday. I got to work with the signs and the weather, and hopefully we'll get a garden in the ground. But right now, I'm trying to come out here and I'll show you some of this. This is a little potting shed I'm converted. I started this last fall and going to make it into a little wood shed. Got some of the work done and then just run out of time and money, and so we had to kind of put a hold on it. And I did got to thinking it'd be better to make it into a potting shed and have easy access to the garden, because like right here is where I'm gonna have it. We'll be setting out seeds in a cup. Right here, let's see, what are these? These is a tray full of grand bell mixed peppers. And then over here, where'd I put this one at? Find my little cup. Not sure which cup I wrote it on. These are beefsteak tomatoes, and some of them starting to come up, so that's good. And I got a tray full of Roma tomatoes and a little tray full of cherry tomatoes. And some of these little fellas is starting to bust. This is my first time trying these little peat pots. So far so good on this little tray. This little tray, they hadn't broke the ground yet. Maybe fixing to have one or two getting ready to. But we're going to try to have a good crop this year. And I'm going to try to do a little bit of container growing as well. The way everything's going in this old world, and the way people have started panicking since we having this pandemic, I just got the feeling we better get more serious with our gardening and our livestock. And we're going to try to grow as much of everything we can in season. I've got about 4 acres here, and most of it I've been leaving, except for where the house is, I've been leaving most of it just for woods. We like being in the woods. But with the tornadoes we've had the last few years, there's been a lot of damage as well. So I've had plans and talked about stuff, but I think I'm going to try to make it a little bit better. So as we go, we'll try to put up videos every day of our progress. So I'm going to eventually put some kind of top on this to keep the weather off, give us a little shade. And then let me turn this around and show you from right here. Let me back up. From right here where these are, I'll probably put some shelves on this side over here and kind of make it in a, I guess you call it a U shape, where I can walk in. But I'm going to clear a path over to here, and we're going to build us a compost bin. And I've already started bringing my things out. I know this looks ugly. This ain't sexy, this ain't high dollar, but this is real. But we're saving our leftover vegetable scraps. We've got old produce, tomatoes, banana peels, coffee grinds, eggshells. Alright, and this is going to be, I'm going to come in here and cut it out. And I'm actually going to put wooden pallets up to make bins. And have like one bin that is grass clippings and leaves. And have one bin that's produce. And then what I can do is let them sit, and then about once a week come out here and mix them all together. And I'm going to have one that's going to be a collection of rabbit manure. That will be going straight into the garden. And if the old world ever changes to where I can start going back to the farmer's market, I'm going to take some dried rabbit manure, completely dried. I'm going to build a rack and spread it out and make sure it's totally dry, and we'll be selling that at the farmer's market, because that's one of the best fertilizers, high in nitrogen you can get, all natural, and it won't burn your crops up. You don't have to wait on it. But I'm right across this area right here where Missy Boone's playing at. I'm going to build me a big bin, and I'm going to have a tumbler to where we can mix it. And then we're going to fence in this area and expand the garden. And out here, I'm going to try to build a hen house. And I'm going to have a big bulk area somewhere in here. I've got a nice lady. Her and her husband raise horses. And I was told that if I brought my trailer out there, they'd let me get a load of horse manure every now and then. So I'm going to start trying to get as much as I can and let it sit for a year. And at the end of the year, I'm going to bring it out here in the wintertime and add it to the garden and let it just sit all winter before we turn it under. And by doing that, hopefully I'll fill in holes, I'll level some of my property that's dropping off, and will also help the soil back. Let me take you on a little tour up here. Excuse the mess, we are a work in progress. Got to clean out a bunch of the stuff. This is an old version of the tumbler I made. Just got to build a leg frame for it. But I started tilling up my garden and just ran out of time. And let me walk us on over here for another little quick tour. See how my garlic's doing. Won't be long, I hope to be able to harvest garlic, maybe another month or two. But we planted this back in the fall, and it's done real well. So I'm looking forward in maybe another month or two to harvesting some. And we've got a few flowers up here in the middle of the garden. These are coming up. They always get ready to bloom around Easter. They're called the 12 Disciples. It will shoot up a pod and it'll break out into 12 pinkish red blooms. Very pretty. Got that from one of my aunts, been long gone now, but she used to have them in her front yard. And you don't, the old wives' tale was you don't give away flowers, and you don't ask and say thank you or they'll die. So you, with their permission, you steal one and don't tell nobody, but they knew I was getting it. They told me to get it. Got the big old pretty rose bush out here. And then over here, fixing to come water, got my radishes, and they're getting close to hopefully another week or so. Got some tomatoes, some pepper. Got a little radish right here. I'm starting to see a little bit, so hopefully we'll have some. The next few days I'm gonna plant some more. But this is gonna be some of my racks where we're gonna try to grow some tomatoes and peppers, and maybe even some potatoes in the buckets. Over here I'm gonna have another rack full. These are my homemade tomato cages I use. And had a gentleman give me a couple of real good industrial strength pallets. And I'm gonna try to get here and level them off and make me a garden shed out of some free lumber. And just have a place near the garden to store my shovels and rakes and hoes, nothing of value. But that way I don't have to walk all the way across. And then, let's go back here. We'll do our little quick tour. I've got to clean all this out, cut it all down, burn it. I plan on building me a hen house right here and have a chicken run here. Got a roll of chain link fencing someone gave me. I'm going to use it for my fencing to keep the predators out. And was hoping to have a bunch of cut flowers this year and then be able to sell them in pots to people and set out flowers. But the way this year's going, we're going to do what we can. But I'm fixing to push all this back, and I had thought about putting my compost bin area back here, but it made more sense to have it all in one area. So I'm going to eventually cut down this oak. Half of it is already on the ground where the tornado killed it. I need to take this half down, and then right there is a big white oak, and I'm going to try to push the garden all the way back and level it off to that oak. And that'll give me an extra probably 50, maybe at least 50 foot, maybe a little bit more. And plus I'll have, it's a good 50 foot wide. And then down here, we'll put us a double cattle gate leading down to the backwoods. But anyway, folks, that's our little garden work. Come on, bud. That's our garden work we got going, fixing to start. And another little video I'll set up and actually show me doing some of the cleanup in a few minutes. I'll start my weed eating and raking and chopping and burning. I've also got to get out here on the side and clean up another area where I'm wanting to start growing my flowers in an actual flower bed. And if I can do that, then we'll hopefully have a lot of them pretties for sale. And in about 3 more weeks, I'm looking forward to us having some baby rabbits. We got together our big boy right here that we've named Mr. Peter Rabbit from the old Child's Tale. Right now, he is our lead buck, and we plan on growing and raising and selling for meat and giving to family and friends some good old New Zealand whites. Quick as I can get my hand on some Californians, we're going to cross them. And over here is our little mama. Let's flip her around. This is Miss Flopsy from the same child story. We bred them a little while back, so hopefully, I believe it's around the 24th, I think. We're looking for our first litter of rabbits. So by that time, we're going to be building hopefully some rabbit tractors, and we'll have set up for the babies. And we have another male, I believe, and we're going to call him, let's see, I'm not sure what we're going to call him. We'll think him up a name. Or we might let y'all call in a name. That'd be a good thing. Anybody want to help name our little rabbit? just send me a comment when we post a video, and the cutest one, and please keep it clean. We're not doing anything ugly. We have an old school 100% clean channel. Anything ugly, I don't want no part of it, and I promise you it won't go no further than me deleting it. But if we get a little cute name, we might go with that. But if we get some little girls out of our first pairing, we might put one of those with that male and start taking off with our breeding program. And I was going to check on my quail real quick before I conclude our little video today and see if we got any eggs. I'm trying to think how many I got this morning. I think it was 2 this morning. Let me step in here and see. I'm work in progress on my little quail shed, so let's spin around. There's some of my little babies right there. Got to get in here and clean it up every day. Just clean up, check, you add more sand for them to take dust baths. Let's see, I don't think I've got any eggs yet. There's some, they always want to go hide in the corner. This is a temporary setup right here because I've got to build a shed outside. Right now we just house them in here for cool weather, and just got a few new ones right here. Got a dark breed one or two, we're not sure what type that is. We're getting some slightly larger eggs out of a few of them, almost I would think a double yoker. But they have a little, almost a green hue to the eggs. Kind of reminds me of the Easter egg chickens. You know, the Americanas with a little colored bluish green. So hopefully as time goes on, and I'm fixing to try to build me an incubator, we'll start hatching out some eggs. And hopefully everything will work real good. But folks, this is our quick little video. A little bit of the gardening. Like I said, tomorrow I gotta check my size, but I believe it'll be okay for us to plant tomorrow. So if everything goes all right, we'll try to do some more planting then. I know I've got to sneak over to my mom's house at some time and cut her grass. She got hurt in the fall back at the 1st of February, and I'm having to run over there and take care of her place as well as our place. So I'm behind on cutting her grass. I need to take care of that for a couple hours, but hopefully I'll get back sometime tomorrow afternoon and have the rest of the evening to piddle out here. But that'll do it for right now. Like I said, I'm gonna ease over here and fill up my water and go water our radishes. And you know what, I think I'll do that while we're closing. Let me get my little water container. But like I said, if y'all, while I'm getting ready to water, if y'all will, please, hope y'all like the videos. It's a learning process. As always, I had fantastic plans on what I wanted to do. But with bad, crazy weather, coronavirus coming in, pandemics, see if I can pour this in one hand. Mama getting a little hurt. Uh-oh, I got a feeling I'm fixing to wet my boot. Trying to pour water one-handed. How talented can I be? Or how lucky? I don't know how good that camera angle is. I'm holding it backwards. But that's enough to make a mess. But if y'all like the videos, please hit the like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way you'll know when we put up a new one. Had good intentions to put out a lot. We got behind, but we'll catch up, and hopefully quality of videos and the editing will get better as I can learn. But please tell your friends, hit like and subscribe. And until next time, good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all down the road. Thank y'all. Let's water some radishes. See y'all next time.